Hello, hello. Oh, you can't really see me that well. Let me sit down. There we go. Alright, so we'll get started in about a minute and a half. And today we'll do 30 minutes of abs and core exercises. And all you'll need, like usual, is just a mat or some place to lie down on. And some water. And that's it. So I'll explain quickly what's on the screen if you're new. So on the top left, there we go, is the time and the name of the exercise. So it'll list what exercise we're doing and also how long we'll be doing it for. On the top right will be the next exercise coming up. The bottom left is my heart rate. It's just a fun thing to look at, I guess, for me. And then on the bottom right is the total amount of time that is left for the entire session. And then the very bottom left is the song that's playing. It's just playing a Spotify playlist right now. So let's get started here with a warm-up. Since we're doing abs and core, we'll stay down on our mat the whole time. And we'll start on all fours. And we'll start with some cat and cow movements. So take a deep breath in. And then push the ground away and round your back for the cat pose. And then take a deep breath in and drop your belly and arch your back for the cow pose. And we'll do these two movements a few more times. So take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, push the mat away for the cat. And another breath. Drop your stomach and arch your back for the cow. And we'll do two more of these. Nice and slow. Last one. Next we'll do a downward facing dog, so lift your hips up to the sky and pedal your feet out one at a time. And then reach your right leg up to the ceiling and bring it forward in between your palms and let your right leg come down to the mat. And lower yourself to the mat. Reach your arms out forward for a pigeon pose on the right. And take another deep breath in. And reach your right leg back and come to another down dog. This time we'll do the same thing on the left side. So reach your left leg up to the ceiling. And then sweep it through your two palms and rest your left knee down on the mat and lean forward and extend your arms out straight. And take a deep breath in and then come back to all fours, and we'll sit back in a child's pose. Take a couple more breaths here. All right, great job. So that was the warm-up. Now we'll get into some ab and core work. for about 24 minutes or so. So first we'll start with our ever-growing plank. So last time we left off at 1 minute and 33 seconds. Today we'll do it for 1 minute and 34 seconds. So start off on all fours. Step your right foot back, curl your toes under, and then step your left foot back, also curling your toes under. Squeeze your ankles and your shins and your knees and your inner thighs together. Suck your navel to your spine and push the mat away. And I officially started the timer for 1 minute and 34 seconds. This is called a straight arm plank because, well, my arms are straight. And I'm looking down at the mat, and my neck is nice and neutral. My shoulder blades are slightly retracted. I'm sucking in my abs to help support and remove the arch in my lower back, so I have a nice straight line from my head to my butt. We're already way more than halfway through here. I won't tell you how much time is left because it's a surprise. Now we have 30 seconds left on the plank. When I start to feel like I'm getting tired, I like to focus on my breathing. Nice and slow breaths to kind of take your mind off your muscles working. All right, we only have 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, great job. Let's sit back into a child's pose just to take a quick rest from that. And then when you're ready, come back to all fours. And we'll do some super slow bird dogs with a little modification to make them more difficult. So we'll start on all fours. We'll extend our right leg out long and then reach our left arm out long. And we'll hold that. And then slowly bring your left elbow to your right knee. And we'll hold that. And we'll do 2 more of these on the same side. So go ahead and extend your right leg back again and your left arm straight. Hold that for a second. And then slowly bring your elbow to your knee and try and get your elbow and knee to touch kind of in the center of your body. And then extend same leg and same arm again, and we'll do 1 more here. And bring your left elbow towards your right knee once more. And then bring everything back to all fours. We'll do a cat and a cow to kind of recenter ourselves, and we'll do the other side. So go ahead and extend your right arm straight and your left leg back. Try not to hit your couch. And then slowly bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Hold that for a second. And then extend back out. Really reaching in both directions. And back in. Elbow to knee. 2 more of these. I'm extending back out, really reaching in both directions again, and back in. My right elbow is touching my left knee. And then last one, stretch out. Right arm forward, left arm back. And then right elbow to left knee. And come back to all fours. We'll take a couple of cat and cow poses here. That really has my forearms burning because we were supporting our weight there for about 4 or 5 straight minutes. All right, enough on our arms. We'll flip over to our back. So my torso is on the ground. My heels are a short distance from my rear end. My feet are flat on the floor, my arms are flat on the floor. And we'll do 3 pelvic lifts. So that's where you glue your lower back to your mat. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, you slowly peel your pelvis and your rear end off the mat until the top of your range of motion. And at the top, you should have a diagonal line from your knees to your hips to where your shoulders touch the mat. Take a deep breath in and then slowly roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae until your pelvis is back on the mat. Take a deep breath in and slowly on the exhale peel your pelvis up. And then back down, and we'll do one more of these. Nice deep breath in. Roll it up. Hold it. And then roll it back down. Great job bringing these into your chest. And rock your hips side to side and also your head if you want to. All right, let's bring our feet down together on the mat and move our feet and knees together on the mat so our legs are together, and then take a nice deep inhale, and on the exhale bring your legs up to the tabletop position so you have a straight line from your knees to your hips, and also a straight line from your knees, a parallel line to the ground to your ankles. Go ahead and curl your head, neck, and shoulders up just slightly off the mat, and then we'll do some slow bicycles. So extend your right leg out about hip height straight out, and then twist your right armpit towards your left knee and hold that. And then back to center. And extend your left leg while you twist your left armpit to your right knee and hold that. And back to center. And we'll do 4 more, 2 more on each side. Reach right elbow to left knee and hold that. Back to center. Left armpit to right knee. And back to center. 1 more on each side. And when you're extending your leg, try and extend it just straight out or right above your hip. You don't want it really high or really low. And then back to center. Great job. Lower your head to the mat. Do a quick stretch, whatever you want to do. And then when you're ready, bring your legs back to tabletop. Raise your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. clasp your hands behind your neck. Extend your legs straight up. And then we will just lower the legs 1 inch. So my legs are glued together straight up towards the ceiling with my feet pointing up. And you just lower your legs 1 inch. And back up. Nice and slow. Try and lift your core. Use your core to lift your head, neck, and shoulders maybe a little bit higher off the mat. And we'll do 2 more of these. And last one. And then slowly lower your legs to the mat. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll do some slow roll-up style sit-ups. So stay in that position where your legs are out long. They're glued together still. Raise your arms up to the ceiling and have your palms facing the wall in front of you. And take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, first we'll only roll halfway up. So on the exhale, slowly roll your head, neck, and shoulders up and lower your arms down to about halfway through the middle of your thighs. And then take another deep breath in, and then on that exhale, slowly roll all the way up and kind of make sure your pelvis and your hips are stacked upon one another, so you're sitting up nice and straight. Take a deep breath in, lower your chin to your chest, and then slowly roll back. As you roll back, your arms will lower until they're about in the middle of your thighs again. And as you roll back, as your head comes to the mat, your arms go back up into the starting position. We'll do 2 more of those. So take a nice deep breath in. Raise your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat and lower your arms till they're out on the outside of your inner thighs. Take another deep breath in and then roll the rest of the way up. Try not to use any momentum. It's very hard. I can't do it smoothly yet. And then when you're sitting up straight, lower your chin towards your chest and slowly roll back. Nice and slow, lowering your arms at the same time. And then when your head reaches the mat, your arms go back up. We'll do this 1 more. So nice deep breath in. Roll your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat next to your thighs. Nice deep breath in. And then on the exhale, roll the rest of the way up. Chin to your chest, and then slowly roll down. And as your head reaches the mat, your arms go back up to the ceiling. All right. So from the same position with your legs straight out, your arms down by your side, your palms on the mat, we'll do scissors. So we'll start by raising our left leg straight up to the ceiling. And what we'll do next is lower our left leg and at the same time raise our right leg. So let's take a nice deep breath in, and then on the exhale, slowly switch your legs, lowering your left leg and raising your right leg. And then do the opposite, lower your right leg and raise your left leg. And then when you get that movement, you can pick up the pace a little bit. So we'll do 10 more on each side. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Lower your legs back down to the mat. This time,
curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Straighten your arms next to your sides so your arms are off the mat, about 3 inches. And we'll do one-legged scissors, which means we'll raise our right leg up, straight to the sky. Lift our left leg just slightly off the mat. And we'll hold this position for 30 seconds, starting now.
This is for legacy. Don't get it twisted now. We on the mission now. Speakers again.
So my left leg is hip height straight out. I'm stretching it nice and long, and my right leg is pointing up to the ceiling as much as I can here. We have 10 more seconds on this side. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and place both legs back down, head back down. Take a nice deep breath, and then when you're ready, roll your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat again. Extend your arms off the mat, and we'll do the opposite side leg. So for me, it's the left leg up, and we're starting now. 30 seconds. Left leg is straight up. Right leg is stretched out straight, right above the mat, maybe 2 inches. So the left leg is pointing up towards the ceiling, and the right leg is reaching for the wall in front of you. Only 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Lower your legs back down to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest and rock yourself side to side. And turn your head left and right. All right. Next we'll do some side planks. So I like to start off on my forearms. My forearms are parallel to my chest, which means my forearms are going left and right. And first we'll do a side plank on the left side. So I have my legs glued together. My forearms are parallel with my chest. Or another way to say that, I guess, is horizontal with my mat. I'll twist open to the left, reach my arm straight up to the ceiling, and lift my hips up to the sky. And we'll pulse our hips for 5 times here. 3, 2, and 1. And see if you can try and raise your left leg hip height. We'll hold that for 3, 2, and 1. All right, come back to your forearms being horizontal with your mat. And then we will twist over to the right side. So all my weight's on my left forearm. My right hip's side is pushing up to the ceiling. And I'll pulse my hips up 5 times. 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and see if you can raise your right leg hip height. And we'll hold this for 3, 2, and 1. And slowly come back down to your forearm plank. Lower your knees to the mat and sit back in a quick child's pose. Great job. So up next we'll stay working with the oblique muscles. So I'm lying on my right side, and we'll do those windshield wiper crunches. So I'm lying on my right hand supporting my head, my left fist is on my temple, and you want to crunch your left leg towards your left elbow. And as you do this, you kind of turn your body into a U shape as much as you can. And we'll do 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower that down. We'll switch over to the other side. So now I'm lying on my left with my left fist supporting my head, my right fist on my temple, and we'll do those side oblique windshield wiper crunches. And do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we have just enough time for our second timed plank of the day. So now we're up to 1 minute and 35 seconds. So we'll bust that out. And after that, we'll do a cool down and then we'll be done. Alright, so let's make this plank our best plank ever. And I'm going to do that by starting out on all fours. And then, let me get my timer out here. Starting out on all fours, I have my fingers all spread apart. I step my right leg back. And then I step my left leg back. And they're touching each other. My legs are together. My palms are underneath my wrists, and my wrists are underneath my elbows, and my elbows are underneath my shoulders. And I have my abs engaged, and I'll start the timer now. 1 minute and 35 seconds. Looking down at the mat. Remember, if you need to take a breather, you can just drop to your knees for a brief second. And then when you're ready, you can hop back into the plank. Yesterday, some random people joined. I don't know who they were. One of them was my former co-worker at my previous job. He just came on to be funny, I guess. He was like, "You should take your shirt off for more viewers." I said, okay. No, I didn't say anything. I didn't even see it until after the session. But yeah, definitely not gonna do that. I think that actually might make people stop watching. Who wants to see that? Alright, we actually only have 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, great job. Sit back in a child's pose. We'll take a few breaths here. And then come back up to standing. Looks like we have time for one more ab exercise, and then we'll do the cool down. So let's do some leg rainbows. I'm sure you're familiar with that. So you sit on your butt, your hands are beneath or behind your rear end, and your legs are together, and you just draw big rainbows with your legs. And we'll do 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we'll do the cool down and be done. All right, so let's come back to all fours. And we will twist open to the right, extending our right arm up to the ceiling. And then we'll take our right arm, place it underneath our left armpit, and rest all of our weight on the right shoulder, and extend our left arm out straight. Take a breath here. Walk your left hand back to center and push yourself up, back to all fours, and then we'll twist open to the left side, reaching our left arm up to the ceiling, and taking our left arm underneath our right armpit, resting all of our weight on our left shoulder. Walk your right arm out. Take a look at your floor. Realize you should vacuum and mop your floor because it's very dirty. And then walk your right hand back to center. Push yourself up. And then lift your hips up to a downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet one at a time. And then slowly kind of dive forward. I think this is called a vinyasa. And then you end in a cobra position with your pelvis towards the mat and your chest lifting up, pressing the mat away. And then come down to your rear end. We'll take a side stretch. So sitting with your legs crossed, reach your arms up, and then over to the right, resting your right elbow on the mat, and stretching your left arm over to the right. And then come back to center. Reach your arms up and place your left arm and left elbow down on the mat, bending over to the left, your right arm stretching over to the left, and then back to center. Take a nice deep breath in, and that is it. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you tomorrow, where we'll do more high intensity things, where we jump around and sweat a lot more. But thanks for joining for the 30-minute ab and core session, and I hope to see you tomorrow. All right, bye.